quickly master Alpha Lock in Procreate. No chit chat, we will dive right into it. What is Alpha Lock? Whenever you have a new layer in Procreate, it is completely empty. But as soon as you start painting on it, and it doesn't matter if it's a stamp, a watercolor brush, or something like a charcoal brush, you are starting to add pixels to your layer. And you can't see them right now, but if you start zooming in really far, you'll see these little squares, which are the pixels. And what Alpha Lock does is it locks everything around these pixels. You won't be able to paint or do anything there. You can only work with the pixels, the colored pixels that are already on the canvas. So once you go to your layer and you want to turn on Alpha Lock, you can either tap your layer and tap Alpha Lock, or you can slide to the right with 2 fingers. And you'll know that Alpha Lock is turned on once you see that little checkerboard pattern around your pixels. And these pixels look like a brushstroke right now, but they are pixels. So now that they are locked, we can grab a different color. We can recolor the pixels, but our paint won't show up outside of our shape, outside of the brushstroke that we have already created. So we can recolor the pixels that are already there. We can't make new pixels on this layer, but we can remove them. If you use the eraser, you can remove pixels from this layer. And they are gone forever until you turn off Alpha Lock. So when would you be using something like Alpha Lock? Alpha Lock is great when you want to preserve edges in your painting. It is very unhandy if you need to add some shadow here, for example, and you need to be very precise with the edge. You've already created the edge here, so why not make use of that? If you have the face on a separate layer, you can just turn on Alpha Lock and go over that edge without any worries and add a little shadow here. Now do keep in mind that this won't work if you have already merged the face with the background. Alpha Lock is also great when you want to recolor or add texture to certain elements of your artwork. For instance, here we have the lashes on a separate layer, and if we want to recolor them, we can simply turn on Alpha Lock, grab a different color for the lashes like a crazy blue, and we can just paint over them without going outside of those lashes. Only the pixels that are already there will get recolored. And once you have Alpha Lock turned on the layer, the pixels aren't going anywhere. You can only recolor them, but you can also use adjustments on them, like for instance a blur. So if you have a circle like this on a separate layer and you turn on Alpha Lock, and then you go to Gaussian blur and slide to the right, only the pixels that are inside the circle will get blurred. And that's the magic of Alpha Lock.